G'day everyone, welcome to the Bothy. I'm Chris. Al, unfortunately, couldn't be with us tonight. So the word is finally out. Former Premier Dan Andrews is recovering from a serious medical episode that has shocked family and friends, with sources saying he is in a very bad way. So we hinted that something was coming out a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, we weren't in a position to be able to share that with people without us probably facing legal consequences. And we're probably going to have to be relatively careful with what we say tonight. But what we do know is that Dan is recovering from his medical episode. He has a very large team around him that is helping him with his recovery. The episode has been damaging. In fact, sources that are close to Mr. Andrews from Spring Street have stated that he had a neurological episode that left him debilitated and that he's having issues with movement and speech. And to be honest, that's what we heard a couple of weeks back, that's exactly what the issues were and that he was in a bad way. And if he is steadily recovering, good for him. The Herald Sun have quoted that they have been told that Mr. Andrews is in a very bad way, although his condition is improving. So this is really interesting. We hinted at this a few weeks back. We said we weren't going to be able to come out and say anything. We didn't want to be first to press, and of course now we're not. A serious neurological episode could be a stroke, and the way we feel about it is that the very early reports that stated that he did have a stroke were pretty much spot on, and that he was admitted to Monash and then he ended up going somewhere else for treatment. That somewhere else for treatment was kept a massive secret. Nobody was to know. His medical team certainly weren't allowed to tell anybody. There was a lot of paperwork around that made sure that his medical team didn't spill the beans, and it was very important that it was kept quiet. And that's something that has caught us a little off guard. Why would it be such a secret that Dan Andrews couldn't come out and tell people that he'd been struck down by a neurological disease? Why was it that Dan Andrews had to keep it a secret that he wasn't well? If ever you're going to get some support and compassion, this could have been the way out, Dan, but you've gone about it exactly the same way as you led the state, and that was through secrecy and conniving and making sure that the truth didn't come out. And right through your episode, you've continued with doing that exactly again. Now, this is really interesting because we had an episode coming out tomorrow titled Where's Dan? And we were just going to do a little bit of a spoof that was going to give a bit of a hint as to where we thought Dan was. But obviously that won't be going to air. So what we'll do is we will finish this episode with the takes that we did on our Where's Dan. So we hope we enjoy that. That's a little bit of comedy because Al and I now officially, especially with the new rules that have come in with regard to freedom of speech, Al and I are now professional comedians. So hopefully that allows Al and I just to make some funny videos when we're not really saying anything hurtful or spiteful at all. We're just trying to have a joke with like-minded people. Anyway, enjoy the next couple of minutes of our outtakes from that footage and let us know what you think of the news. Thanks, everyone.
G'day. We're here in outback bushy Blairgowrie, where the elusive creature, Dan Andrews, has been seen. Did you hear that? I think I see him. Oh no, it's just a rat. He's not going to be in there, mate. No way. There he is, there. Oh no, it's a rat. The elusiveness of Dan Andrews takes you to many, many places. This is just off the beaten path and also the beach. Dan Andrews loves the beach. There he is. No, it's not. It's another rat. This is the beach. He's been seen here frequently. Not so frequently at the moment, But we thought we'd have a check and see if we could find them. Nah. It's a rat. Different Dan. Excuse me, wonder, have you seen this man? You've not seen that man? Thank you. Bit late, he's not been there for years. Nah, he's not here. No blood. Nowhere. Do you mind if I ask you a question? I'm looking for this man. Have you seen him? Excuse me, mate. You've been here for a while.
I've been here for an hour.
You haven't seen this guy anywhere, have you?
Dan Andrews.
Yeah. Nah.
Hopefully we don't see him, mate.
Who's Dan Gerfield?
You idiot. Not here. Nope, not there.
Not there.
Not there.
Where else should we try, mate?
No.
Should we try the golf course?
The golf course.
Righto.
Let's go there. At last, we're here in his native habitat. If he's not here, I don't know where he is. Have a look. There he is. Nah, it was a dog. Sorry. I was just wondering, mate, have you seen this guy
Nah, I haven't seen that man before. No.
anywhere on this golf course?
No.
We've been looking everywhere for him.
Good
Nah.
luck.